Okay, so if you trade natural gas, this video is for you. We are going to start breaking down these weekly levels right here. We're going to be giving you some opportunities on the smaller time frame as we walk down the various time frames. But I will say, if you trade natural gas, you must be scalping. And when you're in profit, take some profits off the table because we have seen now sessions up, sessions down, sessions up, sessions down. So it is extremely volatile right now with what's happening with natural gas. Now, we might start the beginning of the week, let's just say maybe on the upside, because the United States, especially the Northeast, is expected to have some extreme blizzard conditions, and maybe that will play a role with natural gas. Okay, so these are the current weekly levels. We've got 4.42 to the top and 2.52 to the bottom. When we break it down into the day time frame, you're going to see that there is still, right, we still have a whole bunch of gaps that have not been filled with natural gas. And not that they have to fill, but again, I haven't really seen within this small portion of time, and here's another one here that did not get filled. Well, we've seen 5 gaps within such a small area. So I'm saying that so you don't just get into a trade to chase a gap, because these gaps on natural gas could stay open for weeks, months, and we've even seen a few stay over a year. So don't chase the gap, chase the price action when it comes to what is going on with natural gas. So we're going to be giving you these levels as we look at these gap areas. But I first want to start with taking a look at some of the seasonals. And I want to go to this chart right here. So if you take a look at this chart, okay, you can see right up here in January 2026, natural gas was up 39%. We are now down 30% in February. If you look at the previous years in 2025, in 2024, in 2023, in 2022, you can see that natural gas was up. It was green. Other than 2021 was the last red February that we had. So for some wacky reason, right, we are down 30% in February when the norm tends to be green. Now, going into upcoming March here, okay, the last 5 years have been in green when it comes to natural gas. So does that give us some hope for those of you that are looking to long natural gas? In the last 5 years, in the month of March, okay, natural gas has ended the month positive. So again, let's not chase stats or data, but it's good to know that data and kind of what is going on in previous years when it comes to natural gas. And so this chart is kind of nice just to take a look at and see seasonally where has natural gas been over the last 5 years, and where do they peak, what months tend to be green, and what months tend to be red. Okay. If we take a look at the current technicals right now, this is interesting. On the day chart right now, the oscillators, okay, we've got 4 for buys, 6 for neutral, and 1 for sell. Okay. If you look at the overall summary, we are still in the sell category, obviously, but we are kind of crossing into that neutral. And yes, the moving averages, which are lagging indicators, have not crossed yet. So obviously, it is still going to show a very strong sell. So when we look at natural gas, let me give you the last couple of key levels here on the day time frame. Okay, so this level right here, which we came to at 2.87, okay, was a temporary buy area in this level right here. Now you can see that over the last 4 days, price has kind of just been consolidating in that area. Okay, so this is why trading natural gas has to be get in, get out, take a few ticks, and get out of the market, because we've seen now multiple sessions up and then multiple sessions down. So there really hasn't been a lot of uniformity when it comes to natural gas, even though I think the demand has been there. But again, we are going to start getting into the summer months here pretty soon. And again, going back to that chart though, in March, we've been positive for the last 5 years on natural gas. So we shall see what it does. I tend to think that 2.52 for now, okay, is the floor for natural gas. Okay. I think that's just going to be the floor for the rest of this year for now. Again, keep in mind that we do have this gap that has not closed yet. So, if they come back down to close that gap, I still think this 2.52 could be the relative floor for now. So I think anything that you pick up here for value is going to give you a long-term opportunity, maybe to hold a little bit longer than usual when it comes to natural gas. And so you want to make sure that you are kind of strategic, right? You don't want to have too much in the red, meaning you don't want to be in downfall or withdrawal on your account. So I'm going to give you levels here in the rest of this video to intraday natural gas, meaning if it breaks a level and closes, you'll take it in that direction. But I want to keep in mind that this level right here now becomes our temporary support level until broken. Okay. And so if you're not yet kind of, trading in a community or you're not exactly sure what to do, I think that's where communities make a difference. So I want to kind of just show you real quick. If you can give me 30 seconds, inside of my private club here, you can see all the different rooms that we have, but we're providing updates inside of our futures trade alerts. This was the NG update. Hey, we're buying at that level that I just showed you there just a minute ago. So I'm going to go to full screen here real quick, just so you can see it. So we're constantly giving you updates. We trade indices. We took a nice buy on Friday with the indices, okay, on the YM. And again, we give you, coffee. We're giving you all the different updates. We took a nice sell from crude oil there as well. Again, so we're telling you when you should buy, when you should not buy, when you should not trade. You can see right here on the screen, right? I would leave buys alone right now because there could be a gap on Sunday when price started coming back down. In addition, if you trade Forex, if you trade currencies, right, we had a massive week, over 1,000 points on currencies that we traded just this week alone. So another reason to come on in here. And again, one of the biggest things that we're seeing members do is that if you're struggling with crude oil, if you're struggling with futures, there's a whole nother world in currencies. That's why I spend time in currencies. I trade currencies 30% of my portfolio because we really treat those a lot as set and forget. We're doing a lot of swing trades on the currencies so you can trade less, have more free time, and enjoy yourself in life. So we definitely want to focus on living for the moment. So you get the opportunities to jump on in here with us. You get the opportunity to come into our stocks and crypto room, kind of telling you what we're doing, what we're looking to buy and sell. We don't have a lot of stocks that we buy. We're very judicious in the ones that we do. But again, our members are giving us data and information all the time. Again, you can come in here and you can get a whole course of training videos that are provided in here. So you don't have to go out and pay for another course. We have a trader's toolbox where we're going to give you information and data that you can just continue to get better and learn, almost like a blog style. And then, one of my favorite rooms is really this new physical and mental wellness rooms. We want to make sure that you are physically and mentally well. So we are giving opportunity for people to share their workouts, share their eating. I put positive messages like this in the group all the time because we want you to make sure that you are prepared, not just for what trading may bring you, but really something a lot bigger than chasing profits. And that's chasing your health, chasing your faith. And so we spend a lot of time in the group in those different rooms that you could partake, or you can just say, no, that room's not for me. And you just don't join that room. But we want to give you options. So if that interests you, you can go up to the website above. When you land on that website, look at the very first line. I'm still giving everyone 50% off their first month to come in and see what we do, right? So for 50 cents a day for your first month, if that, come on in and see what we do. You're absolutely going to love it, okay? So let's go ahead and get back into the chart here, and let's go ahead and give you the rest of the analysis. Okay, so 2.87 is the current floor, okay? As we've instructed our members in the group, okay, they will get a sell signal from me if we see this type of price action where we have a 4-hour candle, okay, close below this level. Okay, there's the look from the 8 hours. There's the look from the 4-hour. So if we get this type of price action and it happens over here, there'll be a sell signal from me to our group to sell down near towards about 2.60. Okay. Because that's where this gap would officially close. Okay. That's where this gap would officially close. But we're not there yet. Okay. We left in a positive note off that buy area on Friday. And as you know, okay, there is going to be a gap again in the market on Sunday. So it would be very interesting to see where they are going to gap. Okay, I guess if you had to ask me my opinion, my thoughts, which really doesn't matter because I'm not the market maker, but just based on this extreme weather over the weekend that we're going to see up in the northeast of the United States, um, I would tend to guess we might gap up on natural gas. Okay, so if you're already in longs, it might work out for you on Sunday when the markets open at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And again, that's something that will be on live every Sunday at 6 within our community to look for gaps in the market across the board, including oil and all the indices. So as we look at this 4-hour time frame now, right, we want to give you that level. And then we also want to give you this level right here. Okay. So these levels are going to be important in whether you're buying or selling, right? To continue buying off of this level, you've got to see price action like this. You've got to see price action like this. You had a break of price, you had a retest, and then price went up to the next level. So that is what we would expect over here to happen if we break and close above 3.16. Okay. If not, 3.16 area still becomes your roof. So in essence, I'm giving you the playing field. And my members will tell you this is the way I start every live session when I chart up. This is our playing field for today, right? This is our playing field. So we've got to account for the playing field because until we don't break up or down, we just trade within these levels. Okay. So we are going to wait for the gap on Sunday to see what we gap, and then we will make our analysis based on where we see price on the following day. Okay. Again, as a reminder, you do not want to chase these gaps on Sundays. If you chase the gap, you're going to get burned because as you can see, we've got over 5 gaps currently open with natural gas. So use the technicals. The gaps don't care about technicals. But what I will tell you, when you look back at this chart here, right, you can see that these technicals, when it comes to support and resistance, have been holding up pretty well in these areas. So, just kind of to recap, as we kind of look to wind down here, is that we are not, right, we are not looking to buy natural gas again until we have this break, retest, and then come back up if we get that, right? We are not looking to sell natural gas under this 2.87 level until we get a break, retest, and then continuation to close the gap. So for right now, this is the trading area. So nothing changes, right? Assuming there's no gaps, right? We are looking to take another squeeze down here with a very tight stop loss. So it would look kind of like this until they prove us wrong. Okay, let me move this chart down. Okay, until they prove us wrong, that becomes the short play to come back on down for natural gas. Okay, if we get this break and retest up here and the short gets invalidated, then all we do is turn it around and then we just go into a long position up to that next level below the level at a few points, and then that becomes the position, right? So these, in essence, become the 2 positions that we look for, okay, in this particular trade. On the bottom side, it becomes the exact same thing, right? If we drop back down, then we're looking for longs here, back up to this level. Let me close this up here, okay? Taking this short play, or we are going to look for a short play at this level. If we get a break and retest above that level, looking to target the gap at about 2.6, right? So that probably seemed a little messy and a little complicated, but when you've got somebody on the back end kind of doing the homework and kind of calling it out as they happen, and sometimes, again, as I mentioned, there is no trade, right? We wait. We really don't trade in these middle areas of natural gas because they can go anywhere. And that's really the same for anything that we trade. We try to avoid that middle area where people are just guessing if it's going to go up or down. We're going to use technicals as much as possible, along with Fibonacci areas, to look for the optimal, right? The highest probability to minimize risk at the same time, right? I'd rather take 2 trades a week, right? And build percentages that way than to take 10 and you're up and down. You've lost 6, you've won 4, and then it becomes a mental game. And trading isn't hard. It's the psychology behind trading that gets most people in trouble. Okay, so I hope you got some value on this video. If you did, hit the like button for me. I greatly appreciate it. If you're brand new here, this is what you get: raw, unedited, authentic feedback. So hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications bell so you can be informed on what's going on. And if you want some other free resources, like who doesn't like free, right? Go into the video description at the end of this video and take a look at the links that I'll provide in the video description. You can actually join an academy that's coming up with some emails sent out to you just to learn some of this stuff. Very basic, very short, but it'll be little tidbits along the way as well. And we'll be launching a newsletter in the next couple of weeks. So if you're in the email thread, you're going to get that as well. And the email is going to focus 100% on all the mistakes that traders have made with psychology and how you can avoid those same mistakes. So it's going to be a little reminder coming into your inbox so you can learn from us and the mistakes that we have made. And again, a shout out to all of our club members who have volunteered their mistakes, even though their names will be anonymous, but you're going to read about those mistakes in this newsletter so you can kind of see the struggles that others go through and hopefully avoid some of the pitfalls along the way. So if that interests you as well, again, join into that newsletter that you'll see coming out soon by joining our email list for that. Okay. And if you're inside the club, you don't have to worry because you'll get that directly inside of our blog area. All right. Thanks for watching. Have a fantastic weekend. Don't forget to be kind to someone this week, and I will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.